Hi, my dear students. How are you all? Hope you are all good. So, let's start our today's lesson. Like every day, today we also begins with a quotation. So, our today's quotation is book or magic. You never know where they are going to end up. It's very true. Book is really create magics. It's create magics by giving us data, information, involving our knowledge and increasing our knowledge. So it's a very true. Book is the ultimate magic. But why I choose this kind of quotation for today's class? Actually, our today's lesson is somehow related to magic. And I think almost all of us enjoy to watch magic and loves to watch magic. So hopefully today we'll also enjoy our class. Actually, we have read a text in our previous class and you can remember The Magic Fishbone by Charles Dickens. Our today's lesson is also quite similar with that text. So today we will read The Shop That Never Was by H.G. Wells. So H.G. Wells, do you know H.G. Wells? You can see in the picture H.G. Wells. Herbert George Wells, a famous English writer of the 19th century. He wrote many sonnets as well as science fictions, but he was most famous for his science fictions. And his most notable work include The Time Machine, Invisible Man, etc. Our today's lesson, The Shop That Never Was, is an adaptation from his famous short story, The Magic Shop. Okay, so let's start reading the text. I had seen the magic shop from afar several times. The narrator here begins with the first person I. So maybe the author himself shared his own experience and he says he has seen the magic shop after several times, after several years. And several means, many. So after many times, the author has seen the magic shop. I had passed it once or twice, but never had I thought of going in. Author had crossed the magic shop once or twice in her life, not very frequently, as he was not so interested. He never went there before. Students, look at the sentence. I had passed it once or twice. Students, can you recognize the tense of the sentence? Yes, it's past perfect tense. So can you recall the concept of past perfect tense? Okay, let's take a recap of past perfect tense. Past perfect tense actually expresses the idea that something occurred before another action in the past. So it's actually a past in the past. For example, I arrived the station at 9 a.m. and train had left the station at 8:50 a.m. So I can say when I arrived the station, the train had already left. So it's a past perfect tense. Okay, let's take another example. You can see the picture. Yeah, some people are happy, some people are happy, but why they're happy? you can see they're already happy. So we can say here they were happy, past tense. But something had happened before their past. That's why they're happy. So past in the past was something, the reason behind this happiness. So whenever we express the reason, the cause behind the past event, their happiness, we express the past perfect tense. How? We can say they had scored a goal. That's why they are happy. So here we use past perfect tense. They had scored a goal. So here we use past perfect to express the past event before that past, the reason behind that past event. So can you understand? When we say they are happy, we simply use simple past tense. We say they were happy because it is just past, they were happy. But whenever we express the reason, past event, the past event, the reason behind that past event, we use past perfect and we say they had scored a goal. So we say like this, they were happy because they had scored a goal. So it's past perfect tense. Is it clear? So take another example. You can see the picture of flood. There is a flood. So it's already happened. Already there was a flood. But there is something behind this situation occurred. The reason behind this flood occurred. So whenever we express the reason behind this past situation, behind this flood, past before that past, we use past perfect. We can say there is lot of rain. There had been lot of rain. That's why there is a flood. You can see another picture of some happiness, some kind of happiness. Why? You can see the result in their hand. So maybe they passed in the exam. So we can say simple past here. They passed in the exam. But why they passed? The reason behind their past even before their past exam. When we express that, when we say that, we use past perfect. We can say they passed their exam because they had studied hard. So here we use past perfect. So is it clear? Can you recall that past perfect concept? Okay, if it is clear, so write down on the chat box clear. Please write. Okay. Let's back to the text. One day my son Gip dragged me up to the shop. So Gip here is the narrator's son. So do you remember? Gip here is the narrator's son. And Gip dragged his father to go to the shop. Drag means, you can see in the screen, to pull someone forcefully. So narrator's son Gip dragged the narrator, his father, forced his father, pulled his father to go to the shop. So actually his son enforced his father to go to the shop. There was such keenness in him that I was forced to get in. There was such keenness. Keenness means eagerness or willingness. His son Gip was so eager, so interested in magic that the author was forced to go to the shop. Author was ultimately compelled to go to the shop. The situation here is quite similar with our parents. Whenever we go to a market with our parents and we demand for a candy or a toy, ultimately our parents was compelled to fulfill our demand. So the same situation here faced by the author. It was a little narrow shop, not very well lit. So here the author describes the shop and he says the shop was little. Little means small, and narrow. Narrow means also small, not very wide. The shop was very small and light was not properly arranged. So shop you can see on the screen quite similar with the shop on the screen. Here the light was not properly also arranged. So you can see the shop, and some kind of gloomy situation is there as the light was not there. So some kind of situation you can see on the screen quite similar with that picture. On the shop counter there are several crystal balls. So in the shop there are many magic instruments, and among them there are several. Several means many. Crystal ball, a kind of shiny glass ball. And ball is quite similar with the ball is on your screen. You can see actually the magician used this ball as a future telling object. He calls someone from the spectator and asks them to touch the ball and predict something about their future, about their fortune. So this is a kind of magic instrument that magician use to make their shows more interesting. So it's a magic instrument. There were many magic mirrors. One to draw you long and thin, and one to make you short and fat. So the shop was full of magic instrument which have magical power, and likely there are some magic mirror which have some magic power which can make you one short and fat, and others make you long and thin. While you laugh at all these, the shopman appeared. So Arthur and his son was enjoy all these magic instruments and magical things. And at that time, shopkeeper appeared. Appeared means you can see him to come into existence. So coming for front, and he says, "How can I help you?" How he can help the author and his son? "I want to buy my little boy a few simple tricks," I said. The author said he want to buy for her little son some tricks. Tricks means some scheme or strategy that intend to deceive someone. But here the author want to say some magical trick he want to buy for her son, so his son can perform some magic. Okay, do you understand? Have you any problem? If you have any problem, you can write on the chat box. I will explain it. Okay. Okay, fine. So for today I think it's enough, and we will discuss it in our next class. So for today, have a nice day and goodbye.